Caleb Plant, I haven't gotten to tell you congratulations in person, but congratulations on winning that super middleweight belt. What has life been like as a world champion?
It's been good. As far as like the cameras and the recognition and the media, that's changed quite a bit. But as far as me, myself, or how I train or how my team works, it's really just been all the same.
Going up against Mike Lee for your first title defense, he is coming down in weight. He doesn't seem concerned about making weight, but what is your level of concern about how much weight he might gain between weigh-in and fight night?
I don't really have any concern with that. His weight doesn't win fights. Skills wins fights. He can be as big as he wants. It's not going to help him. The best Mike Lee can't beat the best Caleb Plant. So.
And on paper, you guys are pretty evenly matched. You say you are better than him skill-wise, that you can outpunch him. But what about his level of focus? You have talked about maybe you have more focus, more drive. Why do you think?
I feel like he's a jack of all trades. He's been a football player. He's been a basketball player. He's has a financial degree. He's an entrepreneur. He does all these things, but he's never really mastered any of them. Me, I've done one thing my whole life, and that's fight. And so this is something I'm bred to do. This isn't a hobby for me. This isn't something that I endeavor in and out of. This is something that I've done my whole life, day in and day out, rain, sleet, or snow, ups or downs. I've been in the gym. So there's no substitute for working on your craft. And I've worked on the same craft my whole life. So.
Now, he may have a lot of other distractions. You, unfortunately, have had the distractions that are of a personal and very tragic kind, beginning with the death of your daughter after a long, hard-fought battle when she was just nearly 2 years old, and then most recently the death of your mother in March. How have you processed that?
I won't act like I've just had this complete poise through all of it where, it was just nothing for me to get through. There's been some really difficult times, but at every decision, there's a fork in the road, and you got to go left or you go right. And I went left every time. And no matter what's thrown my way or what the life tosses at me or anybody else tosses at me, I'm going to continue to go left. I'm not a quitter. This is a one-way mission for me. There's no turning back. There's no plan B. There is nothing else. It's a one-way mission. So I'm going to ride it out.
And for those who don't know, your mother was killed in an officer-involved shooting, reportedly brandishing a knife. Grand jury found that the officer was not at fault. No criminal charges are going to be filed against him. Do you agree with that decision?
Not fully. There's some things that she could have handled better in that situation. But the officer was so shocked that she had a knife when he pulled up. But that's the reason he was called in the first place, is because she had a knife. So he knew what he was getting into when he got into the situation. Now to justify, the way that my mother was acting, I can't do that. But he's supposed to be better at handling situations than us. That's why he signed up for that, so that he could do that. And for him to act so shocked that she had a knife that's when he was called to the situation in the first place, and how quickly he shot her, I don't really agree with that. And I feel like that there's a lot of that happens in the world today. You see it happen with a lot of African Americans, but it happens to a lot of different races as well. And I think that I just feel like that there's a lot of situations that the police can handle better. And I know it's a difficult job. I know that they have a difficult career path. I know that they deal with a lot of variables. But there's a lot of things that not just myself, but a lot of other people would say that they don't agree with. And I just feel like in some situations, some of these guys are scared and that they're pulling the trigger too fast or they're reacting too fast out of fear. If you're scared in those situations, then you don't need to be a cop in the first place. You should choose another career path. But I have nothing against the police force. I'm not anti-police. I appreciate all they do for our community. I know that they keep us safe. And so I want that to be, clear in my message. But at the same time, there's also some things that can be done better, at least with some people. So.
Caleb Plant, you are the perfect example of utilizing tragedy to propel yourself and achieve greatness. I look forward to seeing you defend your title on July 20th. Thank you.